Topspin and Twin Twist have always been two of the best figures of Titans Return, and by extension, as Titans Return was the high point, the entire Prime Wars trilogy. Although not perfect, especially with some of their decos, they had truly fantastic engineering and really awesome mechanical detail. They were a perfect showcase of what the toy line could do, and eventually served as the blueprint of what the Unification era would use as a baseline afterwards. It's honestly wild that these two went from figures so bad they acted as a litmus test for if a vintage store was taking the piss, to genuinely some of the best deluxes they've ever made. I've always said, if you get one figure from the toy line, get Trigger Happy. If you get two, get Brainstorm. But if you get 3 or 4, these are a must buy. They deserve pretty high praise, especially since the toy line was home to banger after banger. One thing they were marred with, however, was distribution issues. Like many Titans Return figures, these were a bitch to get. I never saw either of these locally, stumbling across a Topspin for sale at a Transformers meetup, and finding Twin Twist at Kaboom in Singapore airport on the way back from Greece. So many people had difficulty getting these, so a re-release was kinda necessary. And surprisingly, they actually killed two birds with one stone on this, giving us the Diaclone versions. Yes, it was a bit annoying that Topspin took an additional 3 years to release afterwards, but hey, we got there in the end. And in terms of how the first release turned out, is almost there. Colors are absolutely gorgeous with a crisp red and an even crisper navy blue. Like, man, this shit is rich. The base figure is still pretty damn good, all chunky and not losing its density in the slightest. Engineering is still great, all mode is still delightful with its chunky treads and awesome thrusters at the back. Way more stylish than Topspin's round things. The Headmaster gimmick actually fits in way better with this deco, harking back to the old Diaclone pilot system. Doubly so with the red cockpit. This is peak early 80s robot design. So for the most part, the base is still as solid as ever, but on the other hand, it still carries over some of the original issues, like the cockpit falling off semi-frequently and the face sculpt being a little odd. I mean, I get it wasn't a priority to change it, but this still doesn't quite hit right. And on top of that, you've got a few new issues as well. The yellow is very wispy. Sure, it's against two shades that make it extra difficult, in addition to being a very difficult color itself, but come on, this thing is so close to looking pristine. And now, for whatever reason, the f***ings are as loose as Microsoft's definition of a consumer-friendly pricing structure. They did get around to fixing it somewhat on the Topspin release later, but here it's quite annoying when trying to pose him. These issues don't ruin him, he's still one of Titans Return's best, but they do dampen the experience and prevent him from being the best of the best. Not like this line really gave us the best of the best, mind you, but still, it's disappointing we got so close, yet so far. Still, a pretty damn good figure in his own right, and a nice surprise release to bolster the ranks. Kinda wild they did this before Red Mirage, but hey, what can you do?